The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delit Sahai, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Encouraging harvest collected in southern region. Voluntary blood donation in Mendefera. Japan, Philippines sign a new defense pact. And impose 25% additional tariff on imports of certain advanced computing chips. Proceeding with our reports. As a result of the strong effort of farmers coupled with abundant rainfall, an encouraging harvest has been collected in the southern region. The report was made at an assessment meeting conducted on 14 January in Mendefera. Mr. Imane Abai, Director General of Culture and Land in the region, said that the harvest compared to that of last year has increased by 6%. He also commended the strong effort exerted by farmers until the harvest was collected. Mr. Imane went on to say that out of the 159,000 hectares of land cultivated, 89% was allocated to crops, while the remaining areas with oil seeds. Mr. Imane also said that over 500 quintals of improved wheat seeds and 140 quintals of improved corn seeds, products of the Halhale National Agricultural Research Center, have been distributed to farmers and have registered encouraging results. Additionally, 95,000 chickens have been distributed to farmers. According to Mr. Imane, extensive water and soil conservation activities has been conducted, and that construction of the Adatal, Hadida, and Adi Itket has been finalized. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations. The recommendations include strengthening efforts to expand small and productive farm plots, as well as ensuring the timely distribution of improved seeds to farmers. And speaking on the occasion, Mr. Habta Abtesfatzion, Governor of the region, called for coordinated effort to upgrade the capacity of culture experts and strengthen water and soil conservation activities. Civil servants in Mendefera subzone have voluntarily donated 61 units of blood aimed at enriching the blood supply of health facilities. The report was made by Mr. Isa Gabrabrahan, Secretary of Voluntary Blood Donors Association in the subzone. Mr. Isa said that the program is a continuation of blood donation activities that government workers are conducting as a result of sustained awareness-raising efforts. He went on to say that December 2025, students in the subzones donated 229 units of blood, indicating that continuous awareness-raising activities has been contributed to the increased number of voluntary blood donors. Participants of the program expressed their conviction to regularly continue donating blood to save lives with their renewable blood. The Voluntary Blood Donors Association in the southern region was established in 2013. Mr. Ibrahim Ali, administrator of Foro Subzone, reported that strong efforts are being exerted through community-based initiative to control prevalence of deforestation, particularly that affects indigenous trees. Mr. Ibrahim further noted that over 80% of the seedlings planted between 2021 and 2022 through popular campaigns in the villages of Dendalo, Dingole, and Girgaro are in good condition, assessing the proper conservation activities been undertaken by the public. Mr. Saleh Ibrahim, head of the plant development in the subzone, says that as a result of the growing public awareness, forest prevention efforts are encouraging and will continue to earnest. According to documents from the subzones, about 40,000 tree seedlings were planted in the eastern escarpment between 2021 and 2022. Straight ahead is our international news after the short break. Welcome back. The Philippines and Japan have signed 2 defense pacts on Thursday, including a deal allowing their forces to exchange supplies and services, the latest in the series of agreements aimed at countering China's regional assertiveness. Tokyo and Manila have significantly deepening military ties in recent years, joining in security partnership with Washington and Japan supplying patrol boats and radio gears to Philippines. Japanese Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi signed attainment and cross-service agreement with Philippines Foreign Secretary Teresa Lozaro in Manila. The deal allows tax-free provision of ammunition, fuel, food and other necessities when their forces stage joint training. Motegi said Lazaro also announced $6 million official security assistance package from Tokyo to fund the building of facilities to house rigid-hulled inflatable boats donated by Japan to boost Manila naval capabilities. In mid-2024, Japan-Philippines signed a reciprocal access agreement which allows the deployment of forces in their countries to other territories from a joint large combat exercise, including live fire drills. That agreement took effect in September. On our last report, U.S. President Donald Trump on Wednesday ordered an additional tariff on 25% on the imports of certain advanced computing chips, which will become effective on Thursday. The proclamation posted in the website of the White House, Trump said the tariff shall continue to effect unless such actions explicitly reduced, modified, or terminated. Trump cited national security concerns for the tariff on imports of semiconductors, certain advanced computing chips, and certain derivative products. Described as proclamation refers to those whose importation does not contribute to the build-out of the United Nations technology supply chain and strengthening of domestic manufacturing capacity of the product of the semiconductors. Trump ordered the U.S. Customs and Border Protection to take any necessary or appropriate measures to administrate the tariff imposed by proclamation on the extent permits by applicable law, saying the drawback shall be available with respect to the duties imposed and persistent to the proclamation. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Encouraging harvest collected in southern region. Voluntary blood donation in Mendefera. Japan-Philippines sign a new defense pact. And U.S. imposed 25% additional tariff on imports certain announced computing chips. And that was the news from ERi-TV Studios. This has been the Lit High reporting. Thanks for watching.